I was listening to a podcaster this morning who was sharing an interesting study, the results from a study about how voters, especially young voters, choose who to vote for. So let me play this out a little bit. Don't worry, I'm not going to get political on you, but I think it's relevant to our sales efforts at our credit unions. All right, here's how it goes. If a candidate, especially a young candidate, has two options. Option number one is a candidate who is really running on issues that are long-term fixes. Things like, balancing the budget and paying off debt and bringing down the deficit, et cetera, and infrastructure improvements that are going to take 20 years to come to fruition, or some of the entitlement issues that, again, are long-term, 10, 15, 20 years to fix. That's candidate A. Candidate B is focused on issues that impact that voter today. Things like bringing down interest rates and making food prices more affordable so we can put more food on the table for our kids, and bringing down gas prices and drug prices, et cetera, et cetera. The majority of the time, over 75% of the time, that voter is going to choose option B, the candidate that is claiming to address those short-term issues, okay? Now, here's how that applies to sales at your credit union. Many of you have done a great job in providing resources and solutions that are long-term. So you've got the financial counselors and the financial ed programs in place, and you've got great retirement programs that you're able to offer to members and so forth. You're able to help them save for their mortgage, especially if it's their first home, and set up kids accounts, et cetera, et cetera. You've done a great job of thinking about those long-term solutions, right? Well, if we don't deliver on those immediate needs, and if we don't fulfill on helping them improve their financial life today, or maybe tomorrow at the latest, we don't stand a chance of them buying from us for these longer term solutions, okay? So when you're talking to a member, whether it's face-to-face or over the phone or through a screen, or even if you're talking to them through your website or your mobile app, et cetera, you've got to be identifying how can I and how can we help this member today? What do they need from us to get in that new car that they have to buy to get to and from work every day? And to give them that line of credit because they're going to have some medical bills that they're going to have to pay off, or help them budget better because they're swimming in NSF fees, or just help them do their banking easier so that they can sleep at night and they don't have to be running around as much or worried about what's happening or what's going to be happening next. We have to address those immediate sales needs, or we don't stand a chance of being able to address those future sales needs. So when you do sales training, when you follow it up with your coaching efforts, et cetera, make sure that you're equipping your people with that perspective, first of all, and then secondly, the skills to be able to have that conversation with members so that they can identify what are your biggest needs today and how can we help you address that.